Twinsies. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. So I thought I would have another Ulta haul for today's video, but I didn't receive it. I got a feeling that it's probably lost. It says that it's going to arrive tomorrow, but the tracking information hasn't been updated since it pretty much arrived in Chicago about 3 days ago. So, and it's like the tracking is kind of weird. Like, it's a different third-party website. So, yeah, I hope it comes tomorrow, but it wouldn't surprise me, which tomorrow's Saturday. It wouldn't surprise me if it's going to be more like Monday or sometime next week. So, that was kind of a bummer, but it's just a first world problem. So, whatever. And today I'm wearing this. Well, actually it's tonight, but all day long I've been wearing the Humongo lounger thing that I got yesterday, which it is probably not surprising, but it is extremely warm. It's almost a little too warm, but I love it, and Sir Kitty really loves it. Every time that he's been on me today, he has drooled all over it, so that's a good sign, I think. Yeah. So, since I don't have my Ulta haul, and I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, I am still feeling better, but I've been extremely congested, and I didn't want to leave the house today. It looked kind of dreary outside. It's cold, and again, I was expecting my Ulta order to come in, so, plus it's Friday and things are so busy on Fridays. I don't like getting out on Fridays or weekends anymore. Like, unless I know things are going to be really calm. It's not fun. With the traffic here, it's just not fun to get out anymore. Or at least I don't like to drive anymore when there's a lot of traffic. But yeah. Anyway, so I figured I would kind of show this project that I've been working on. I've been working on it on and off for like over a month now. I'll get into like little moods where I'm really into it, and then I get kind of tired of it, and or else I'll want to do something else and just haven't really messed with it. But a little backstory. Last year I was watching on here this girl who crochets. She had a whole video of like her crocheted Christmas decor, and I don't know what possessed me to watch it, because honestly, like, I like Christmas. I used to love Christmas, but you know, as time goes on, you lose family. It doesn't have the same spark that it used to. But anyway, so I'm not really big into the whole decorating aspect of Christmas, or at least I wasn't until I saw this video, and it just kind of sparked something in me. But like I said, she's a crocheter, but in the video, like the first thing she showed, and it's the only thing that really stuck out to me, to be honest, but it was this, she didn't make it, but she found it at a thrift store, and she said she had to have it, and it was this crocheted Christmas tree skirt. And I saw that, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I became obsessed with it. Like, I instantly wanted to make one like it. And I searched for a pattern like it, and there probably is a pattern out there, but I just haven't found it, and I'm a cheapskate, and I was looking for like a free pattern. There's probably paid patterns that I haven't come across that are similar to it, but it's one of those things where I could look at it and probably reverse engineer it, except for like when it comes to the mathematical equation of how to like shape things and create things that are not like flat panels. I know there's like a mathematic equation to like figure out, like, when you crochet or knit round objects or objects in the round, like how it like expands where it lies flat and doesn't like bulk up or anything. And I'm sure that the answer is really simple and out there. Like, I know that there's they're in books, like there's a well-known knitter, and I can't think of her name right now. I want to say it's something like her first name was Elizabeth. I think she's deceased, but she was known for, I think it was like doing like a pie shawl, like doing the equation so that you could calculate how to knit a shawl in the round where it, anyway, whatever. That's a whole long explanation, but yeah, so for me, for a tree skirt, the way it's shaped, I'm dumb. I am dumb. I cannot figure it out on my own. Well, I haven't really tried to attempt really or put much effort into figuring it out on my own, but if I cannot immediately like be able to figure it out, then I just kind of like just don't even bother. So except for I've spent so much effort into finding a pattern, but I did find a free pattern for a tree skirt that I liked, and I don't know how to explain this tree skirt. Like it's like, and I'm not even 100% sure how it's crocheted, because I couldn't see a very clear design. I have an idea of how it was like constructed, but I'm not sure. But I was thinking, like, even if I can knit that, but again, the calculations of how you do that. So it was like, I don't know how to describe it, but it was, if it were, it almost reminded me of a knitted stockinette stitch that was very loose and open, and then it went into like this lacy pattern around the edges, or around the ends, or whatever. It was gorgeous. It was all like off-white, or maybe it was white that had just kind of aged over the years, but became obsessed. Found this free pattern, and I decided to work on it with a typical worsted weight, just the standard like Red Heart Super Staver, but it's not Red Heart Super Staver, it's the Michaels equivalent. So I'm almost finished with it, but here it is. Here is what I've been working on in the way of this tree skirt. I did adjust a few things because the original design wanted it to have the little baubles, and I'm not a fan of, like in this case with this yarn, like the weight of this yarn, I wasn't a fan of like how the baubles were turning out, so I nipped that in the bud real fast. But this whole area, if you can see that was supposed to have little baubles where all these treble stitches are kind of stacked up. And for a tree skirt, like, and again with this weight of yarn, I felt like the baubles were just kind of too bulky. And if you were to actually use this as a tree skirt, I feel like if you were to put presents on top of it, it would just kind of be floppy, and like the presents would be kind of floppy, and it just, I didn't like it. But if it were a finer weight of yarn, baubles, no problem, not a big deal. And I feel like I have like cat hair floating around my face, especially around my nose. But I'm on the last round of this, and I did a few other minor adjustments. I can't remember exactly what right now, but I know I did some minor adjustments, and I omitted a round that had like baubles. Like the second to the last round had baubles, and I was just like, whatever. But as you can see, like, it's not really that wide. Like the width of this, like where it flares out from like the tree to, if I can hold it, like that is just not that wide for me. And I was trying to think like what could I do to expand it, but then I was like, I feel like it would just take away the integrity of the pattern, like the lacy stitch pattern. So I was like, I'll just do it as it is. But I was thinking, since this is acrylic yarn, I was thinking about taking like my iron and doing that whole steam blocking, or killing, like where you kill the acrylic with the steam to make it like looser and stretch out and like lay nicer, drape nicer. So I was also considering getting a handheld like clothes steamer for that purpose, but I have like a budget for that, and looking on Amazon, all the ones that are within my budget all have horrible reviews. Like, they'll have a lot of good reviews, but the people who've been using it, like actually using it and updating their use of it, they're all junk. They don't hold up. There's all kinds of problems with them. So I don't know, and I really don't want to invest a whole lot of money into steamer, but I'm thinking, since I use primarily acrylic, maybe I should invest in a decent steamer, because I think that would like improve a lot of things that I made, especially like especially in the way of garments. Like, I feel like having a steamer to kill the acrylic would improve a lot of the garments because of the drape of the fabric. Anyway, so yeah, I've got like from here, wait, is that right? Hold up. Yeah, okay. From like this point onward all the way to this end to finish. And to be honest, to be real, like, we're not putting up a Christmas tree this year. Like, if we were putting up a Christmas tree, we would have done it like right around Thanksgiving. But since my mom died, we've only put up the Christmas tree like twice. It just hasn't been the same since she died. And also, like, especially this year, we don't have the room to put it up. And that's okay. It's okay. But I just thought, like, again, since I saw that video last year, it's just been on my mind ever since. I was like, I'm gonna do it. Like, even though I don't plan on putting the tree up, I'm gonna make one anyway. And at least that way I can kind of get a feel for the way they're constructed. So if I am able to come up with my own pattern, I can kind of, like, you know how to maneuver with it. So I'm also thinking about, like, I've had this little tree that I got from Dollar General, like, when I was really little, and it's just like maybe like a 2-foot tall tree, like a little tabletop tree. I've got that upstairs. I know where that is. And when I had my older bedroom, I used to put it up every year, like on my little dresser. But the bad thing is, like, it's the way it's weighted, like, it topples over so easy. Like, I've never figured out a good way to anchor it down, because the base is so small, and again, it's top heavy. And when I had it like in my old room on my dresser, it was kind of like in the corner of the room where the tree was kind of like, I had my ginormous CD player boombox system thing, and like I'd kind of anchor the tree in between that and the wall, so it would kind of hold up pretty good that way. But I almost, if I can bring that down and figure out a way to anchor it, I may do that like on our dining room table, or on our dining table in our back porch. But another huge problem with having a tree up is Tukey. She was really good with the Christmas tree when we had it up, but the boys, oh my gosh, the boys, I'm sure, would destroy it in 5 minutes. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. So I may not even bother with the little tabletop Christmas tree. But this, I'm sure that this would be a good size for it. Well, it'd be way too, like, big around for it, but I mean, the width of it would be fine. I can just wrap it around a bunch of times. But then you wouldn't really see the pattern that well, but whatever. Anyway, so I figured that'll be my little ramble for the day. My actually, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, this is actually content relating to Christmas. Well, yesterday was kind of relating to Christmas briefly during my Burlington haul. But yeah, so I guess I'll keep on working on that, and maybe tomorrow there'll be something a little more exciting. Hopefully there'll be a haul tomorrow, or at least for me, I'm hoping there'll be a haul tomorrow. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well.